God. My worship is direct. I stand before God and I worship, and I ask for help and I ask for guidance, and it's a very direct connection. And that means an awful lot to me.
All the people that we managed to track down in the Hajj is a Hollywood movie actor, Omar Reagan, now a Muslim. Thanks so much for joining us. You've acted in the movie Rush Hour 2 as a double for Chris Tucker. Tell me about how you went from Hollywood to Hajj. That's an amazing journey in itself.
Yeah, when you put it like that, it kind of, I don't know. It's the first thing that comes to my mind, like, wow, how did I get here? I can say I'm grateful. I know my mother, she converted to Islam when I was young, but I grew up making a lot of mistakes. We won't
get into that.
Please don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody.
Mary, when she was pregnant with Jesus, her food was dates.
So do you believe in Jesus also?
Absolutely.
I didn't expect that they would talk about Mary, the mother of Jesus, at all.
In Islam, women have rights, children have rights, men, parents. Everything is balanced. And this is exactly what America is about. And it's in Islam, if you really look deep into it.
I just wonder if...
But I read the Quran. I had an English version in one of the translation. And it made a lot more sense to me. And so when I told my husband I wanted to become Muslim, we've already decided to raise our children Muslim, and my family was fine with that because we all believed in the same God.
Lindsay Wheeler used to have no interest in religion and called herself the ultimate non-believer. But after reading one book about Islam, she turned her life around. Now she's a Muslim and she's about to change her name to Akila.
I kind of talk about myself as if I'm two different people, and back then I was very different to how I am now, but I can still relate to the person I was then. I haven't completely forgotten who I was. I can't find anything better than Islam, so I can see myself being a Muslim hopefully until the day that I die.
Islam is under more scrutiny than ever and is the fastest growing religion across Europe and the world at a time when Britain's church-going population is still falling. People like Lindsay are looking to other faiths to complete their lives. Peter Lane, 5 News, Leicester.
I want to tell you just a little about the background that I came from. I'm not a doctor, I'm not an artist, I'm not a lawyer. I'm a slave. And that's why I took the name Abdullah, the slave to Allah.
An American woman who converted to Islam immediately after 9/11. Find out why. Meet her next. Angela Collins is the director and principal of the Al Rida Academy. It's a school for Muslim children in Southern California. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Tell me a little bit about why and how you made this transformation.
I traveled a lot abroad across the world. I went to India and through the Middle East and met Muslims everywhere. And the people that I met were so genuine and generous in their nature. And I wanted to learn a lot more about them. So I came back to the States, I met Muslims here, and they became my friends. And then 9/11 happened, and our entire country pointed their finger. They blamed Muslims, of course. And I had an opposite experience of knowing these people, so I spoke out against it. But then, of course, I'm challenged, and people want to know what Islam really teaches, and I didn't have that knowledge. So what I did is I picked up a Quran, and I started reading, of course thinking, here's a book that discriminates against women, does not give them their equal rights, is not fair and divided. But I found exactly the opposite after reading the direct source and the direct word of God. And after that, I took my Shahada, and I converted to Islam.
Do you know, there are a lot of, we're showing a picture of you, Angela, before you made this transformation and became a practicing Muslim. And a lot of young women who would be looking at you now versus then would say, all right, she's covered herself up, she seems to have given away a lot of herself for a religion we don't understand and somehow seems detrimental to women. You're saying that's not the case?
No, absolutely not. I'm not sure which picture is being shown of me, but I'm sure I'm giving up a lot more of myself than now.
How does your family